Job 21 verse 7. Wherefore do the wicked live, become old, yea, are mighty in power? Call halal la Yahweh, Bahasana Hawasai, Bahasunu Kakudash, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Hawasai, the water, Yahweh Bahasana Hawasai, Bahasunu Kakudash. Double honors to the apostles, to the elders of Yasharala, Greatmillstone, Shalom, to the 144,000, Shalom to the elect. Why do the wicked live for such long, for such long times? Right, Kissinger, America's most prolific war criminal, is dead at 100 years old. This fucking devil, man. This Amalekite devil. This fucking demon in flesh. Demon in the flesh. Was raising hell till he was 100. He rose to power from humble beginnings. Humble my ass. It says right there, middle-class Jewish family escaped Germany for the United States in 1938. Humble my ass. There ain't no fucking humble. There's nothing humble about this devil. His academic career at Harvard, starting in '51, was also the beginning of his professional trajectory. For him to get into Harvard, man, he had to have them connections, man. It's just hard to get into. He was in the Council of Foreign Relations. You know, that's another demonic organization. He said he met the Rockefellers. He was talking about limited nuclear war. All right, he tried to join the Kissinger administration. I mean, Kissinger might as well be the Kissinger administration, the Nixon administration. All right, so he was under Nixon. And it says right here, in the first 14 months of the operation called Menu. It says right here, look, oh shit, right, let me read this paragraph right here. This structure allowed for streamlined decisions. Matter of fact, let me start at the previous paragraph because that has something to do. Okay, Kissinger's duplicity was rewarded with his appointment of National Security Advisor after Nixon took office in 1969. Seizing on Nixon's distrust of the State Department, Kissinger executed a quiet coup to exclude other agencies and officials from the foreign policy decision-making process, an idea Nixon liked, effectively guaranteeing his position as the foreign policy czar. This structure allowed for streamlined decisions, executive control, a reduction in bureaucratic meddling and secrecy. Beginning in the spring of 1969 through '73, the Nixon and Kissinger conducted a secret and illegal and extensive bombing operation, codenamed Menu, of purported North Vietnamese routes and alleged headquarters in Cambodia. The architect and overseer of this plan was Kissinger. In fact, Kissinger maneuvered to ensure Nixon's approval of the plan after the Secretary of State objected. In the first 14 months of the operation, codenamed Menu, there would be a total of 3,630 flights, dropping 110,000 tons of bombs. In total, U.S. planes dropped 500,000 or more tons of munitions. Gunships would rake children. The Nixon administration and Kissinger conspired to keep the carpet bombing secret, while Kissinger oversaw its execution and approved each of the 3,875 Cambodia bombing raids, with full knowledge of its effect on civilians. So he knew civilians was getting blown up. Yeah, he didn't give a shit. Kissinger's instructions for strikes following Nixon's demands weren't to hit military targets, but anything that moves. Many times, innocent Cambodian villages would be hit with dozens of payloads over the course of several hours. The result was near total destruction. It is estimated that as many as 150,000 civilians were killed, all at the direction of Henry Kissinger. This man he's a demon incarnate, all right? Man is a devil incarnate. Had to have been full of demons. Look at this fucking devil, man. It's a goddamn devil. Psalm 73 verse 3. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. Alright, as David's saying, man, he's like, these people, man, like, he's jealous of them because they're wicked, yet they're prospering. All right, but David wasn't keeping in mind at that moment that the Most High is he doesn't execute judgment speedily. For there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. All right, they live painless lives, easy lives. They never have no setbacks. Not like Jake, man. Jake try to save up money. Something to come up. Mom's needs a medicine. Your little brother needs something. School supplies. Or he needs you to pay for his classes or whatever. Or it's an accident, somebody, a bill comes up. They it's like they live healthy. Their bodies are all healthy until they die. Like for you to reach 100 years of age, you gotta be like living like a really healthy lifestyle or something, man. So you gotta be doing something right for you to reach 100. All right, cause my pops died at 70, man. And I'm looking at this fucking devil here at 100. Come on, man. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. All right, they don't go through the shit we do. All right, if an Edomite commits the same crime as a man of another nation, especially a Jake, they're gonna do less time. All right, Jake will go to prison for years for stealing a stick of bubble gum. All right, which has happened. All right, there's a famous case about that. But you got these white collar Edomites, they'll steal millions of dollars from these corporations, from stockholders, and they'll get a slap on the wrist, man, like a year, 2 years. Nothing, man. Get out on good behavior in months. Therefore, pride compasseth them about as a chain. Violence covereth them as a garment. All right, they're proud because nothing's happening to them, man. Because they're getting, they think they're eating, what was that phrase? Eat your cake, and have it too, something like that. They think they're getting away with the bad shit that they're doing, and nothing's gonna happen to them. They're having their cake and they're eating it too. All right, and violence covers them, man. All right, you saw this picture here of all the bombings, man, that this fucking devil was responsible for. He was covered by violence, man. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than heart could wish. All right, these Edomites got everything, man. They got everything. They got the finest clothes, the finest food, the finest travel. All right, I don't think I ever seen an Edomite in a Honda or Salakia, not an Edomite, an Amalekite. I don't think I ever seen an Amalekite. I don't think I ever seen a poor Amalekite. All right, like a real Edomite from the tribe of Amalek, driving a Honda. I never seen some shit like that before. Riding on a bus, on economy. The closest I ever seen an Amalekite in public transportation was when I got in that elevator with this Amalekite in an upscale mall here in DR. I got in the same. He had the little Abraham Lincoln thing going on, dressing all black. I want to, man. You don't even know what I wanted to do to that Amalekite that day, man. In that elevator, man. It's meditating terrors in my head, man. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. Man, they'll talk about doing bad shit like it's a game. Oh, they'll laugh about it. Jake going through hell. And they'll laugh at that. They set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth. They'll defy the Most High. All right, they'll talk against the Lord, and then and all the shit they say. The whole world listens to it. All right, when a rich man speaks, the whole world listens. When a poor man speaks, they say, "Who's this fellow?" All right, so when these Edomites talk, man, everybody listens, man. Everybody like, oh, you heard what this dude said? The whole world is hear that shit. Therefore his people return hither, and waters of a full cup are wrung out to them. So the nations are like waters, and they ring us out, man, with these jobs. Basically nowadays you got legalized slavery. These 9 to 5 jobs are basically legalized slavery with consent. Because you could quit anytime you want, but then you're going to go through even more hell if you're unemployed. So they squeeze everything they can out of all the nations. Especially, but first and foremost, they squeeze the hell out of Israel. Verse 11, and they say, how doth God know? And is there knowledge in the Most High? So they think that the Most High is not seeing what they're doing, man. They think they can get away with everything they're doing because the Most High, to them, the Most High doesn't see anything. Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches. All right, these Edomites, these Amalek. All right, first of the nations. All right, first and foremost. All right, they get bread. All right, Amalek gets money. Like Amalek makes money while they're sleeping, man. They wake up from one day to the next, and they got a couple extra mil in the bank. No troubles. Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches. Verily, I have cleansed my heart in vain and washed my hands in innocency. For all the day long have I been plagued and chastened every morning. So that's David right there saying, man, I've been good for nothing. I've been faithful to the Lord, following his commandments. But I'm catching hell. So it's like I'm doing all this for nothing. And sometimes you feel like that. You be seeing these Edomites, you driving these luxury cars. You see them at the mall with a whole bunch of bags, buying a whole bunch of clothes and shit. You see them coming out the bank. Like you see them at the bank, they're withdrawing a whole bunch of money. Well, some of them will probably have like private security. If I say I will speak thus, behold, I should offend against the generation of thy children. Hey, but we can't say that, because if we have that mentality, then we're not gonna do the work. Then all the elect who are gonna hear the word and be saved from hearing, who are gonna be sealed from hearing, that's not gonna happen. If we had that mentality, all right, like it says in verse 15. Verse 16, when I thought to know this, it was too painful for me. All right, because it's like, damn, you're doing all this, but it feels like it's in vain. Until I went into the sanctuary of God, then understood I their end. All right, so when you come to know the Most High and His words, then you realize, okay, they're not gonna get away with this. They could die. This devil could die, right? At 100. But when he comes back in that next life, he could have a chain on his neck. All right. Then understood I their end. All right. They may not pay for it in this life, but in the next life, they're definitely going to pay for it. Surely thou didst set them in slippery places. Thou castest them down into destruction. How are they brought into desolation as in a moment? They are utterly consumed with terrors. All right, when them nuclear missiles go out, man, in 1 hour, you know, Esau's rulership is gonna end. Those missiles are gonna go out, and in that 1 hour, Yahweh is gonna get his elect. You know, Lord willing, I'm included in that number. All right, the elect are gonna be taken out. Are gonna be taken out of the earth to be excluded from that nuclear destruction, and then this devil's kingdom is gonna come to an end. So that's the patience we gotta have, man. Wait until this devil's rulership, man, because yeah, they might be dying at 100. They could die at old ages. While Jake dying at 70, 65, probably in the 50s too. You know, this devil was probably, you know, he probably had a young Jake's, he probably had a heart transplant, a young Jake in his beating in his chest. Probably why he lived for so damn long. Fucking devil. Alright, but the Most High is gonna get him, man. He's gonna get him in his next life. He's not gonna get away with any of the shit he did. So I'm gonna leave it there. I hope the video was edifying. Shalom.